The Suzuki 2009 GS500F. First, I thought I'd show you the glow kit I installed here in the dark garage so you can get an idea of what that looks like. And I also installed LEDs for the dashboard lights and the speedo and tachometer. And that's how it looks in the dark. And the switch is right here in the back. And we'll just roll this out here and go over it and take it up on the highway here shortly. Okay, let me see. So this bike has a center stand. Pretty nice for doing any maintenance on it. And let's see. It's got it's got minor scratches on it. It's little decals missing a small piece there. Couple scratches here, and it's got a scuff here on that plate there. I decided not to. You can purchase these parts for about $35 to $80 for the other side. I'll show you here in a second. If you want to make it look like new, I decided not to spend the money on that. Looks like I think a previous owner might have dropped it while it was parked, not riding it. And when I received it, there were several scratches on the bike and cracks in the, and so I went ahead and fixed all this behind the scenes by doing plastic welding. Cleaned up the bike pretty good. I replaced any bolts that were missing. There was a few missing for the cowling that I got new. Okay, what else do I want to show you here? And it's got these scratches here. Again, I don't think it was a slider. I think it was dropped while parking. At least that's what the previous owner told me. And I don't know how many prior owners there were before him. Scuff here. I went ahead and again, I fixed this. It was cracked here, and this was completely off. I fixed all that up, so it's secure now. Added these to the bike. This was missing, the chain guard was missing when I bought it, and I added that back in and got all the proper nuts and washers on there. I used chain wax. And again, new tires. Battery's probably about under 2 years old. Yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and take it up to the highway, and I'll show you starting the engine here. I got a thermometer to show you guys it's cold. Cement out here is 90. Engine's cold, 76. Crankcase and cylinders, 73. So the engine's cold. Let's see. Okay. Add some choke in here. Okay, take it around the big block, and on a mild weathered days I usually use about half choke and then slowly reduce that. Okay, let's pull this some choke off here. It idles at about 1200, and okay, so we'll put a little gas in here. And just to let you know what the manual says on this. Here's the manual has it at 85 to 95 octane, so I usually put mid-grade in here. And I'll just add a gallon. So what I really like about this bike is it's just so smooth. Shifting is super easy. Nice smooth ride. No surprises. Sometimes the bike will have a tendency to stick in first gear trying to get it into neutral when you're at a stop in traffic. So usually what you have to do when it's sticking is you just roll it forward a few inches and it'll pop to neutral no problem. Because of that, I've gotten in the habit of popping it to neutral before I come to a complete stop. Anyway, this bike, even though it's a kind of a sports bike, it's really a sit-up bike. So notice the handlebars are a few inches higher than some of the sport bikes that are lean over. So really comfortable sitting position, riding position. I really like it. So this bike is a really great learner's bike. It's the first bike I owned. I bought it immediately after taking my training class. And one of the reasons it's a really great beginner's bike is because it's not so intensely aggressive like some of the other sport bikes, like a 600. And so you can't get in trouble with it. I have a sports bike and I'm glad I didn't learn on that. It's just everything's a lot more sensitive on a more powerful bike. And you know, when you're learning, the last thing you need to be doing is fiddling with your equipment. So this bike allows you to focus on learning to ride, not focus on trying to get used to new equipment. So you know, this should be very similar to what you trained on. If you trained on a Suzuki, you might have been doing a Harley class, but the 250s are typically what people train on. So this is a little step up in cubic displacement, but everything's very familiar. Everything should be very smooth and similar to what you trained on. So again, you can just kind of get used to, you know, dealing with traffic and getting used to the basics of what you learned in the class. And this is also a good commuter bike, I'm told. I haven't used it regularly for commuting. A few times I've commuted in it. Okay guys, thanks for watching.